Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and I have some really exciting news coming from the West Coast Racers construction site, and that is the fact that there is way more track coming in right now. So this is actually from an anonymous viewer, and I have to say a huge thank you to them for getting this footage for us. But you can see we finally have a thick-spined piece of track. This will be going at the end of the first launch, and I will show you actually a diagram of that later on, but you can see tons of new track showing up specifically for the brake runs and the first and third launches, as well as the station and pit stop. So it's quite interesting to see all of this showing up in 2 days time. You can actually see with some of these pieces of track that they have room for the stators, or what you would call the fins, for the launch mechanisms themselves, the LSM, the electromagnetics that will be propulsing you through this layout. So it's very, very incredible to see all this coming in. I think there's a total of 9 or 10 pieces, maybe even more now. I can't even get a real count as of right now, but mostly just brake run, station, as well as the first and third launches. But if you can tell me what all of this means besides it being the 64th piece of track, please let me know. I'm really interested to see what most of this means, just because I really don't know, especially with the OChem job. I don't know what that means. I tried researching it but couldn't find much. So if you know what any of this means, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to be able to learn. But here is a quick diagram of what the layout looks like right now in the concept art, and this is an overlay of where we have track. So it's not vertical yet, of course, it's just sitting on site, but we do know that these are the pieces of track that have shown up in the past couple days, and they include the final brake runs outlined in blue, the station and pit stop in white, and then the first and third launches, as well as the start of the silver high five element in red. So it's very, very exciting to see all this happening right now, and I can't believe that we finally hit this time where we're seeing track come in, and hopefully we will see it vertical very soon after, as well as more track showing up. Considering in the past 2 days alone that we've had around 10 pieces of track show up is pretty impressive, and I can't wait to see another 10 hopefully show up in the next week, if not even 20 to heck, maybe there might be 40 pieces of track showing up in the next week. You never know. So we'll just have to wait and see for that. But let's go into the park real quick to get a quick view of where the trains are. If you are in the Scream station, you can actually kind of just barely spot them into the backstage. You can see them in this blue tarp right here. But it's really cool to see that the trains are just sitting in the back waiting for the track and supports to be put up and vertical. And hopefully we will see the trains on the track before too long. But you can definitely see the outline of them here. They are definitely premier cars, and you can also see kind of the outline of the design. But now, back on the other side of the park, you can see where the West Coast Racers Preview Center is. It was closed as of yesterday, but they have repainted all of the construction walls to a darker blue, which honestly looks a lot cleaner in my opinion, and it's really cool to see that they're actually paying attention to the walls and not just the construction site itself. But regardless, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you have not, if you want to see more updates for West Coast Racers and other parks in SoCal in the future. And of course, thank you to the anonymous viewer for sending us this footage in. But of course, as always, we'll see you on the next ride.